My beloved child, I ask you to embrace joy not as a fleeting emotion, but as a flame refined through the fires of adversity. As you walk through this life filled with trials and pain, draw near to me. In that sacred closeness, you will find your way home. My presence is your sanctuary, where your soul is renewed, strengthened, and lifted beyond the burdens of this world. Joy is not something to be possessed or pursued. It is a declaration of faith, a beacon of hope, an expression of love. Let it shape the way you see the world. Let it be your constant companion, your song in times of celebration, and your solace in moments of loss. When the weight of life grows heavy, let joy sustain you. My presence is with you, both in your laughter and in your tears. At my right hand, everlasting delight overflows, waiting for you to partake. So go forth, not in fear but in joy, walking steadfastly in my way, where joy is eternal, unshaken, and boundless. You were once hidden in the shadows, but I have called you into my glorious light. I have lifted you from the depths of the earth to the high places of my kingdom. I have clothed you with a garment of praise, draped you in a mantle of honor, and sealed you as my own. You are not a wanderer in the night, but a cherished member of my family, my beloved. In you I take great delight. Do not be discouraged by your weaknesses. I know your limits. I formed you with them, not as a flaw, but as a design. Your inadequacies are not meant to defeat you, but to draw you closer to me. Lean on me, trust in me, and you will lack nothing. Your failures are not obstacles, but doorways through which my power can enter. My strength is revealed most fully in your weakness, so do not dwell in self-doubt. Instead, lose yourself in the joy of surrender. Let me be your supply, and you will shine with the brilliance of my unmatched splendor. Your life is not meant to glorify human achievement, but to proclaim divine grace. Walk in my light, and let faith be your foundation, love your guide, and hope your anthem. You are not alone. Alongside my children, you are called to be a beacon in a world shrouded in darkness. As you step forward, you do not walk in mere earthly light, but in an eternal radiance that darkness cannot extinguish. My power is limitless, and this light will never fade. You have placed your trust in me, and in doing so you have become a child of light. This transformation is not only external but deep within you. You now see with clearer vision, and though this light may expose the hidden corners of your heart, do not shrink from it. Let it refine you. Let it bring you to true repentance, for only through this surrender will you taste true freedom. Freedom from past regrets, freedom from the chains of sorrow. Yet even as you rejoice, do not forget those still lost in the darkness. Many are deceived by the illusions of this world, but you, my beloved, are set apart. The knowledge of my glory shines within you, not as a consuming fire, but as a steady lamp, guiding your steps and illuminating the way for others. There is no place you will go where my light will not follow, for I have placed it within you. In your words, in your actions, in your very presence, you carry my light into the world. And when doubt clouds your mind, when the world seems lost in shadows, remember this: my presence is unchanging, my light is eternal, my love is without end. Let this truth fill you with unwavering joy. Be bold, my child. Do not keep this light to yourself, but share it with those still searching in the night. Rejoice, for you possess something of immeasurable worth. My light within you. It reveals and it heals, it uncovers and it redeems. Walk in this light and you will never be lost. You are mine, and in you I delight. Walk in my light, my beloved child. Walk with confidence, for in my light you will find true freedom, a life rich in grace, a future radiant with hope and wonder. Let your heart be glad, for the radiance of my love will empower you to overcome darkness, embolden you to face the unseen, and fill you with a peace that surpasses all understanding. This is your inheritance as a child of light, a gift from the one who loves you with an everlasting love. I am breathing new life into your spirit, calling you with a divine purpose. The seasons are shifting, and with them the very order of the world is changing. I am the eternal God, weighing the faithfulness of hearts and administering justice with my righteous hand. Even empires must bow before me, for I alone am sovereign. Those who resist will be swept away like chaff in the wind. I am realigning the foundations of societies, and what seems like disorder is merely the birth pangs of my kingdom breaking forth in new structures of authority, righteousness, and divine order. Great days lie ahead, for I have spoken it, and it will come to pass. You are safe in my care, chosen as my own. No matter how the world shifts, you remain secure in me, the very source of life and power. I will sustain you with my peace, and my living waters will refresh your soul. Your roots will grow deep in my word, anchoring you through every storm and season of change. When others falter in the darkness, your light will shine, guiding them to higher understanding. wisdom, and authority in me. You were made for such a time as this. You have been tested in the valley of scarcity and trial, yet you remain faithful, not for personal gain, but for my glory alone. Because of this, I am preparing you for greater influence in my plan to restore and renew the earth. As times shift, I will guide you. Surround yourself with those who share a vision of love, humility, and justice. Work together to heal and comfort where the need is greatest. Your willingness to act, fueled by love and compassion, will build strong relationships and transform lives. Now is the time to step forward. Those who are steadfast and unwavering will be vital in this season of transition, forging new pathways of truth and righteousness. Values long forgotten, justice, integrity, mercy, will take center stage in shaping the future. What once seemed distant or idealistic will now become tangible and necessary. Step boldly into your role as a force for good, inspired by the righteous examples I have set before you. Remember Joseph, who was betrayed and imprisoned, yet rose to power to save nations through wisdom and integrity. Consider Esther, who risked her life to intercede for her people and change the course of history. Recall Moses, whom I chose to lead my people out of bondage, not by his own strength, but by my power. Just as I called them, I have called you, the apostles, the prophets, my faithful servants. They all walked by faith, embracing the roles I set for them. May their stories encourage you to stand firm, to act with righteous courage, and to remain unwavering in your faith as you work to bring justice and transformation to your communities. I am about to bless you abundantly. Walk steadfastly in the name I have given you, drawing upon my strength and wisdom. Do not fear the obstacles ahead, for they are not barriers. They are pathways leading you into the glory I have prepared for you. You will declare my love and goodness, and through you my kindness will be revealed to the world. Lift up your eyes. You are clothed in righteousness and crowned with my splendor. Walk in the ways I have ordained and step fully into the destiny I created for you. With each step of faith, wonders will unfold before you. Streams of my provision, power, and mercy will carry you into my redemptive plan. You will not only witness my miracles, but you will share them. With a heart aligned with mine, hands ready to serve, and a spirit prepared to bring light into the darkest places. Stay alert, for the future is bursting forth even now. The systems of this world built on greed and corruption will be shaken. Their false foundations will crumble under judgment, but those who are rooted in my kingdom will stand. I will give my people wisdom, strategies, and resources to care for the poor, to shelter the displaced, and to extend mercy where others hoard and withhold. My justice will prevail, and the greedy, unjust structures of this world will fall away. The time has come. Rise up in faith, walk in my light, and let my love lead you forward. Take heart, for my presence is constant and unshakable. My storehouses of wisdom, insight, and heavenly riches are open to you. When you seek creative solutions and guidance, remain deeply connected to my spirit. Draw continually from my supernatural strength and wisdom, letting humility be your armor and faith your foundation. Walk beside me in my kingdom, where my love and grace surround you at all times. This is a season full of divine possibility and boundless potential. I am calling you to rise above the storm, to anchor your heart in mine, and to overcome every obstacle. What seems like insurmountable mountains will become stepping stones on the path I have set before you. This is a sacred calling, one that entrusts you with the grace I have poured into your life. Prepare your heart by drawing near to me in prayer and by opening yourself to the needs of others. Shepherd those around you with compassion, helping them discover their worth and their place in my love. Every act of righteousness will bear fruit, and the harvest you sow in others will return to you in abundance. Your time, your presence, and your talents are gifts that will open doors, not just for you, but for those seeking nourishment for their souls. As you journey through the dry and barren places of this world, remember that my goodness will replenish you, filling you until you overflow. The path may seem dark and uncertain, but I am guiding your every step. Through the storms and struggles, I will reveal treasures that will secure your soul and fortify your faith. Keep your gaze fixed on me, for I will never let you go. I hold you close, leading your heart through confusion and doubt until my light breaks through. I call you into my holy service, pouring out hope into the hearts that will receive it. Do not be discouraged by opposition, for the resistance of the enemy is proof that victory is unfolding. Let your heart be filled with joy, for you are more than a conqueror. Now is not the time for fear or indifference. The age of passive belief has ended. I call my people to live boldly, that my kingdom might transform the cultures of this world through justice, mercy, and truth. Every nation will be reshaped by my hand. You have been showered with my grace. Now give it freely to those who hunger for the good news. Do not measure your purpose by earthly success, for I alone bring the increase. Some are called to plant seeds, others to water, and others to reap. but all are part of my divine plan. Do not fear the future. Instead, surrender fully and let heaven itself respond to the glory of your trust in me. This is not simply witnessing my wonders, this is living them. Draw near to me, for these are the words I long to speak to your heart today. I know all that you have endured. I know the doubts that have whispered against your faith. But do not be afraid, for my power extends over all the earth. I spread my hand over the heavens, and the earth remains under my shadow. All things are in my grasp, and my will shall be accomplished. I have heard your cries from the depths of sorrow, the silent prayers that no one else has known. You have waited patiently for my promises, longing to be freed from the weight of unfulfilled dreams. Know this, I have heard every cry. I have seen every tear, and I have been with you, comforting your restless and weary soul. Now is the time when long-awaited promises will be fulfilled. You have not labored in vain. Though the enemy sought to convince you that my words would fail, his greatest deception is to make you forget my faithfulness. But my word does not return empty. When I declare renewal, no barren place can resist. I breathe life into the dead, and creation moves at my command. Do not be discouraged, for no earthly power can contain the King. The course of history is unfolding according to my will, and the ending has already been written in glory. Even when you cannot see the way forward, trust that I am working on your behalf in ways beyond your understanding. My plans for you are firm and unshaken. Even when your desires seem distant in the mortal realm, I am tending them with care and guarding them with love. Nothing surprises me. Nothing alters the abundance I have prepared. My angels watch over the flourishing garden of your destiny. Trust in my faithfulness, for nothing I treasure can be lost or harmed. Today, I invite you to tune your soul to the frequency of my voice, a voice that rises above the noise of this world. Do not let the storms of life drown out my words. Be intentional in seeking me. Ignore the distractions that pull you away. Stay near and listen carefully, for I am speaking to you now. You are mine and I am with you. Now rise in faith and walk boldly in my light. My beloved child, silence the noise that drowns out my quiet calling. Rise above the chaos of this world and ascend in spirit to a place where earthly turmoil fades to a distant echo. Open your heart to my still, small voice, the voice that speaks not in force or clamor, but in peace and truth. Do not let the disorder of the day dictate your decisions. Before you act, be still with me. In the quiet, I will give you wisdom beyond the fleeting concerns of this world, guiding you by the eternal priorities of my kingdom. Hold fast to the plans we make in our sacred moments together, for they have lasting worth. My words are spoken from the heights of heaven, where they do not decay, falter, or bend to the shifting tides of human thought. Stand firm in the truths I reveal to you, even when the world changes around them. Reflect deeply on what I have spoken, and let my wisdom fortify your mind against the deception of darkness. The world's ideas waver from one day to the next, but my thoughts are unshaken, my ways unfailing. You have entered a time of testing. You may feel overwhelmed, besieged by opposition, but do not fear. As shadows lengthen, my words will shine brighter, illuminating your path with unwavering clarity. Draw strength from my ancient promises, for they have endured through every age, standing firm even when all else has crumbled. Nourish your spirit daily with my truth. Seek me with a sincere heart, and I will reveal my wisdom to you. Do not be swayed by those who mock the eternal principles I have set in place. Though techniques and methods may evolve, the foundation of truth remains unchanged. My moral order is fixed, my righteousness enduring, and my laws uphold all that is good and beautiful. Though the world shifts like sand in the wind, my eternal truth stands as an immovable rock. Hold fast to this foundation, and it will sustain you through every trial. When the world's guides falter, I will be your constant. I am the true light, guiding the lost to safety. When you lose your way, seek my unchanging illumination, and I will lead you back to my embrace. Rest in me. Cast your burdens upon my shoulders and walk in step with my rhythm. There is no need to rush toward an uncertain future, for in me, time is not a race but a journey of faith. You are already held within eternity, even as you walk through the moments of this life. Do not be consumed by the fleeting concerns of the world. Look deeper, beyond what is temporary, and recognize the divine purpose woven into every detail of your life. You are not a victim of randomness. Your life is not meaningless. Everything you face, every challenge you endure, is part of the plan I am unfolding. Even when you do not understand, trust that I am at work, moving beyond what your mind can yet comprehend. There are wonders I am revealing to you, truths far beyond what human thought can grasp. Your spirit is drawing nearer to the reality of heaven, where there are no limits to what you may behold. The inheritance I have prepared for you is a light that grows ever brighter, an endless revelation of my glory. Lay aside the trivial concerns of this world and embrace the highest calling I have placed upon you. I have set before you an open door. Step forward without fear. My mercy and grace flow freely to all who believe. You were lost, but now you are found. You belong to my kingdom, governed not by the failing systems of the world, but by my justice, my mercy, and my love. My life now flows through you, transforming you into my dwelling place. Be aware of who you truly are, redeemed, renewed, and restored, so that your life may reflect not this temporary world, but the eternal reality of the one yet to come. What was once lost has been found. You stand upon the unshakable rock of redemption, walking in the light of the risen Lord. I know your longing. I see your desire for something greater, something beyond the struggles of this life. Take heart, my child. Your way forward is in me. The answers you seek, the peace you crave, the purpose you long to fulfill, they are already yours in my presence. Come now, step into the fullness of what I have prepared for you. My beloved child, I am calling you to a life beyond uncertainty, a life of abundance built upon the foundation I have designed for you. What I give you are not mere fleeting opportunities, but pathways to the fullness of life, a life that aligns with the purpose for which I created you. But before the structure can rise, the foundation must be laid. The soil of your heart must be prepared and the cornerstone set in place. That cornerstone is obedience. When you walk in obedience to my will, the building of your soul is made complete, and my blessings overflow in ways beyond your imagination. The world exalts human achievement, power, wealth, status, but even the greatest of rulers yield when my spirit moves in a heart willing to receive me. I ask for surrender not to diminish you, but to lift you beyond the limitations of self-interest. My thoughts are higher than yours, as the heavens are higher than the earth. When you forsake your own plans in humble devotion, placing your trust in me, even when the path is unclear, I will lead you into the extraordinary. I am preparing for you a life rich in my presence, abundant not only in provision but in purpose. A life of communion with me, where you move effortlessly in unity with others, where your hands bless the weary, where your heart overflows with joy. Do not let the competing voices of this world distract you from my calling. Fix your eyes on me alone, and I will fulfill every promise in my perfect timing. When new opportunities arise, I will reveal them to you if they align with my plan. Every season of your life is a step forward on the path I have prepared. Walk with confidence, knowing that I go before you. Your obedience honors me, and through it you will see wonders beyond your understanding. The path is mine to set. Yours is simply to walk in faith. Trust in my vision, for I see what you cannot. What I teach you is not meant for you alone, but for those you will meet along your journey. Share what I have given freely, for no work of human hands is greater than a soul attuned to my will. You are chosen not by merit of your own works, but by my infinite mercy. No one could ever earn such a gift, yet I delight in bestowing my glory upon the humble. I now invite you to step fully into this calling. Walk the road of trust and humility, and I will take you to places only I can reveal. I will lift up the soul that has surrendered all for love of me. The world chases after illusions, running tirelessly on the broad road of vanity, but I call you to the narrow path, a path filled not with fleeting pleasure, but with true joy. My ways do not conform to human wisdom. They transcend it. In my plans there is peace, prosperity, and eternal fulfillment. The road I set before you is not a burden, but a promise, one that leads to life in abundance. Know this, my provision is limitless, my wisdom unfathomable, my power beyond measure. The vastness of the universe is but a glimpse of my glory. Yet even as I reign above all creation, my desire is to walk closely with you, to dwell within you, to nurture your spirit in love. Your soul longs for this connection because you were made for it. I stand ready, eager to pour out my blessings upon you, to open my storehouses of wisdom and counsel. There is more than enough, not just for you, but for all who will receive through you. In my presence you will find true fulfillment. I will guide you when you seek direction. I will speak when you long to hear my voice. When you focus solely on me, my love will flow freely, showering you with all that you need. This is your calling. The path before you may seem narrow, even daunting, but it leads to life beyond your wildest dreams. Every step of faith unlocks the riches of my kingdom. Where the world sees the impossible, I make a way. Where human plans fail, my promises stand. Shelter yourself under my wings, for I lift up the lowly, the forgotten, the weary, and clothe them in royal garments. The way I have set before you is certain. It will overcome obstacles, create new opportunities, and unveil hidden truths. Let my joy refresh you. Let my grace sustain you. Let my love prepare you for the greater things I have in store. The abundance of my kingdom is yours. Now, step forward and walk in my light. My beloved child, my blessings overflow, waiting for you to receive them as you walk in obedience. There is much for you to learn, but remember this: adherence to my commands is the surest path to righteousness and true prosperity. I have prepared this way for you. It is a truth I have declared from the beginning. Fidelity to my word is the unshakable foundation upon which all lasting success is built. Some seek detailed instructions for wealth or clear steps for their next endeavor, but the greatest strategy is simple: observe and obey my commands. Many cry out to me, offer sacrifices, and plant seeds in my name, expecting abundance, yet their hearts remain divided. I see what occupies the space meant for me alone. Just as Moses wept at the sight of Israel worshiping a golden calf, I see the idols in your life today. They may not be crafted from metal, but anything that takes my place as the center of your devotion is an idol, whether it be money, possessions, relationships, or ambition. Remember my first commandment: you shall have no other gods before me. It is possible to appear outwardly faithful, praying, giving, and serving, while inwardly resisting my will. Some follow religious practices yet ignore the truths I have spoken. My blessings cannot rest upon a heart that knowingly walks in disobedience. I do not compromise my righteousness to satisfy human desires. If you wish to experience the fullness of my promises, receive my commands with joy and obey them wholeheartedly. Study my word to understand my will. Inspirational teachings can guide you, but true wisdom comes from an intimate relationship with me. Seek my presence daily, and do not lose heart when the journey seems long or when the vision I have given you feels distant. Brighter days are ahead. As your heart aligns with mine, you will see that your prayers are not ignored. They are being answered in ways beyond your expectation. The breakthrough you seek may already be before you through an opportunity you overlooked, a person you dismissed, or a path you were unwilling to take. I am always at work, opening doors and orchestrating divine appointments at the perfect time. You see only a fragment, but I see the entire picture. My ways are not bound by human reasoning or expectations. The plans I have for you are good and greater than you can imagine. Walk with me in wonder and obedience, and I will pour out blessing upon blessing from the storehouses of heaven. To those who keep my commandments, I have given promises. I will protect you from harm. I will guard your life with steadfast faithfulness. I will defend you from evil and disease. I will preserve you from untimely death. Your needs will be met abundantly, not just enough, but more than enough, so that you may give freely and joyfully. I am the God of multiplication. When you steward what you have with wisdom and faithfulness, I will bring increase in every area of your life. You will experience deep peace, free from the anxieties of daily survival. You will see the fulfillment of my promises. Increase does not come simply by asking. You must grow in maturity so that I can entrust you with the wealth I desire to give you. When you fully surrender to me, you will witness rapid and radical transformation. As your heart and mind align with my spirit, I will prepare you for abundance, and my provision will overflow, revealing my divine favor. Prepare for the supernatural, for I am about to elevate your dreams into reality. Watch as I forge relationships you never expected, deep, life-giving bonds ordained since the beginning of time. See how your prayers unleash miracles, opening doors that were once sealed, turning mourning into joyful celebration. There is no shortage in my kingdom. Abundance flows for those who love and seek me above all else. I am ready to pour out my resources, not just for personal gain, but to restore what sin has broken. Where injustice has flourished, I will bring true righteousness. Where disease and suffering have spread, I will bring healing. Through you, I will feed the hungry, heal the sick, and liberate those trapped in cycles of despair. I will mend families, rebuild communities, and bring peace where violence once ruled. You are my vessel, my hands and feet in this world, my light in the darkness. Step forward in faith, walk in obedience, and watch as I fulfill every promise. My beloved child, I have called you to be a vessel of my blessing, a conduit of mercy and goodness in a world longing for my light. The time has come for you to invest more deeply in the work of my kingdom. Do not be shaken by the instability of worldly systems or the chaos born from greed and misplaced priorities. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I, the Lord of heaven, will shelter you under my wings. In me you will find refuge. Reject the fears that seek to take root in your heart. Do not entertain the voices of despair or the distorted visions of the future spoken by the enemy. Though you may not see the fullness of my kingdom yet, know that it is eternal and unshakable. As a citizen of my kingdom, you are under my divine provision. I will meet your every need. In me you will find the peace and contentment that come from knowing who you are in me and who I am in you. My strength will uphold you, and the joy I give will remain unshaken by the storms of life. The trials you face are not meant to harm you, but to draw you closer to me. Even in the most challenging seasons, you will discover depths of wisdom and creativity beyond anything you imagined. As you grow in intimacy with me, my living wisdom will guide you, and an unshakable peace will take root in your heart. No fear, no anxiety, no whisper of doubt can withstand the fullness of my presence. One glimpse of my face, one moment in my presence, will change everything. Everything you need to find your place in this vast and wondrous universe is found in me. I have planned every detail of your life with care and intention. Remember Solomon, who sought wisdom above riches, choosing faith and obedience over worldly gain. In return, I bless him beyond measure. This is the path I invite you to walk. Not one of grand displays, but of small acts of faith, done with love and done well. In the quiet moments of prayer, I guide you like the first light of dawn. Cherish these moments of stillness, for they prepare your heart to receive the fullness of what I have for you. I am strengthening you with clarity, courage, and the ability to discern and follow the paths I have set before you. My Spirit is your closest companion, revealing my plans and empowering you to walk in them. Feel my presence within you, guiding you to accomplish great things and to understand your divine purpose in this world. My light in you will pierce the darkness of uncertainty. It will cut through the fog of deception and reveal the way of truth and righteousness. I care for every aspect of your life, your health, your relationships, your provision, your spiritual journey, and beyond. I will make my presence known through you. Your life will radiate hope, and the blessings I pour out upon you will become evident for all to see. You will walk in my favor, and under that favor, you will find favor with others as well. My grace is sufficient for you. In your weakness, my strength is made perfect. You have nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, nothing that should steal your joy. I am working all things together for your good. What I bring into your life is always what is best. Now, go and share this truth. Many of my children are waiting to hear this message of hope and love. Tell them that I see them, that I long for them to walk in my peace. The time is now. Speak my words boldly, for I am with you always. Amen.